Hello fellow Boltlings, I am ReaverJolt and welcome to another video. Today I get to share with you guys something I've been testing on and something that's been bugging me for a while. And that is Gammoths Stats. Are they good? Are they bad? Are they bugged? That's what we're here to find out. So if we look at my status, you'll see that I have 3 Gammoths. I have one that's level 21, one that's level 43, and one that's level 53. This Gammoth right here, named Trample, is the first ever Gammoth that I have obtained in this game. From what I remember, I'll have some footage of it, I was cheesing a Gammoth after some time. After quite a few attempts, I managed to get it running into its den, the Royal Gammoth, and I was able to get the first egg in there. I didn't want to risk getting another egg just in case I had to fight that thing again and not be able to run away. So what I ended up doing was I took the first egg that didn't sparkle, by the way. But yeah, once I got the egg, I leveled that thing up in preparation for a Mizutsune fight and gave it thunder abilities because Mizutsune was weak to thunder. And for some reason, Gammoth was struggling against the thing when I fought it. And I noticed this right away when the Rage Raid Mizutsune one-shot my Gammoth and even got it to half health in certain attacks. So after beating the game, I decided to investigate a little bit and try to figure this out and do some testing. And from what I found out, Gammoth's stats seem to level out at higher levels, if that makes any sense at all. Hopefully it does. Trample, my first Gammoth. At the time, I was still using Putrid, my Puke. But as you can see, the attack and defense on Putrid is 20 stats higher than Gammoth at level 43. Putrid is level 36 and has higher stats than Gammoth, aside from health. But let's do some more comparisons. By the way, I have several Gammoths that are level 21. I've leveled more than just one Gammoth to level 21 here. I've got 3 of them. They're all level 21, and they have pretty much the same stats, apart from some health stats here and there. But as you can see, comparing this Gammoth that's level 21 to an Ivory Lagiacrus that's level 20, you can see a huge gap between stats here. Ivory has 100 more stats, generally, and that same thing goes with Brute Tigrex and Black Gravios here. And even to an extent, Ranmar. Ranmar has higher attack and defense than Gammoth, like, bruh. Like, well, at this level anyway. And Ranmar's only level 19, and these Gammoths at level 21 have this bad of stats. And let me show you something. These 2 Gammoths, yeah, these were ones I got from Rare Dens, and their stats are very similar. And as you can see, at level 51, their stats look like they're already leveled out. And you may be wondering, why is that? Why is Gammoth's stats really bad at lower levels, but then all of a sudden are really good at these higher levels? And the answer, I'm not entirely sure. It just seems to me that at lower levels, Gammoth seems to have really bad stats, but then at high levels, at level 50 more specifically, the stats are leveled out all of a sudden. They're good. Now let me show you a comparison here. I have Test. His name is Test. I'll rename him at some point, but this Gammoth is named Test. I invested quite a few things, quite a few genes onto him just for this test alone, but I might keep the stuff on him because he's got some good coverage. But he's got 400 HP, 364 attack, 379 defense, and let's compare that to, say, my Nergigante. My Nergigante here has 400 HP, 427 attack, 379 defense, and that's the exact same defense value as my Gammoth here at level 53, and Mike is level 60. I actually have 2 Gammoths here that have no genes invested in them. These are ones that just have the raw genes that they have. Well, by raw, I mean genes that they just came with. So, as you can see, the stats are very similar to the stats of my Gammoth that's level 53 because they're both at level 51. I want to run a couple of tests here. I'm going to add this Gammoth to my party, and I'm going to do a trial quest here. So, we have our Gammoth here. This is a Gammoth that has no skills invested. Well, by skills, I mean no genes invested in him. So, when I go to attack, we're going to turn this at ×2 speed, just so to slow it down for you guys. So as you can see, his damage isn't, ridiculously high. In fact, so Gammoth's attack stat isn't going to be any higher than some of the higher-end monsties, like Nergigante, for example, which had 100 higher attack than Gammoth, which, you know, is expected because it's Nergigante. He's an Elder Dragon. So Gammoth here is doing 200 super effective damage, if you could call it that, to this Qurupeco here. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. His attack stat doesn't need to be that high because he's not meant to be an all-out attacker. So we've got our kinship up quite a bit here. I've only got a few things. Snow armor increases ice attack and ice defense or something like that. But we're not going to be focusing on snow armor because we're not really working on that. So we're going to do snow plow here. I am going to just continue attacking while he snow plows. Roberto being overpowered as ever. So he's using snow plow. That did a little bit more. I think he's using power. Yeah, he's using power here. So yeah, we beat that, no problem. In fact, Roberto did more damage than the Gammoth, but that's nothing against the Gammoth here because this one has leveled out stats compared to the other Gammoth that was in our party. But let's go ahead and do that test again with this Gammoth that has invested stats. Well, not invested stats, invested genes. Why do I get that mixed up? But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pet the Gammoth just so I can get his kinship up a little bit. And I say he, I mean she. But, you know, people are gonna say in the comments, you know nothing of Monster Hunter. Gammoth is a she. Shut up, guys. Come on. Like, when I talk about Gammoth, like, this is Monster Hunter Stories. Like, you see, I don't know how to please my fans sometimes. But, anyways, I think I'm just gonna do some doubles here, get the kinship up a little bit more. So he's got an ice launcher there. He's doing actually more damage than my previous Gammoth that I had. Well, that's because the ice attack is up more because of Ice Attack XL. Ice Boost XL, I mean. So now he's got some more moves. He's got Vengeful Ice. He's got Diamond Wave, which requires a lot, but I gave it to him anyway. Let's actually put... well, we're not gonna focus on that. Let's do Vengeful Ice Troll. I want to actually see what that looks like on him, because that would be funny. Assuming Roberto doesn't take it out. Never mind. All right. I guess having Roberto on the team doesn't really help with this test, does it? So we're just gonna be doing power here, get our kinship up. We'll just see how this works. I'm actually gonna get this to ×3 speed for now. Oh, I forgot. Snowplow isn't one that does doubles. He did some decent damage there, as you can see. Let's go ahead and see what Vengeful Ice Drill looks like on Gammoth. It's a Legiana move, of course. Assuming Roberto doesn't take him out right here. He doesn't, okay. But I do, okay. This should be a much better test here for that move. I want to see what that move looks like. Roberto, don't steal the show, please. I'll actually just use a power attack intentionally just so there's no doubles going on here. So that's what Vengeful Ice Drill looks on him. It's not even drilling. That's kind of funny. Alright, so Crimson Qurupeco. A monster that's actually weak to ice. So let's go ahead and use Diamond Wave, a Velkhana skill. I'll actually just pet Gammoth here, get his kinship up as, you know, he's getting that up. That shouldn't affect me much. That looked cool. But that didn't deal nearly as much because of the dumb Crimson Qurupeco move. But that's fine. Crimson Qurupeco might not have been good for this test, but you know what? It's fine. Let's just go ahead and do just snowplow him, just to finish off this battle here. I guess not. Now, I will say, guys, Gammoth is not meant to be an attacking monster. He's a tank. Like, he's meant to be a tank. I should say she is meant to be a tank. Goodness, guys. You guys are like, no, you suck. So, the only thing I can conclude from this test is that Gammoth is actually good. and that his stats are really bugged early on. That's the only thing I can think of, because as you can see, let's compare Test real quick to some other monsties here. Let's compare him to Shatter, my Grimclaw. He's got less defense than my Gammoth here, but he has higher attack and lower HP. Mike, my Nergigante, has higher, almost the same amount of HP. It still has higher attack. The only thing I can say is that Gammoth is actually good. You just have to get him past level 50 and you're fine. Any lower level than that and Gammoth is trash, I guess. And I don't know why that is. Gammoth should be good throughout and not just from higher levels. That is why I believe that this is a bug and not Gammoth's stats just being bad overall until higher levels, because I don't think that was intentional. I think Gammoth is supposed to be good throughout, just like most of the monsters that you play with. I guess that probably stems from the fact that you can cheese and get Gammoth early on in the game before you even beat it, because you're not supposed to get Gammoth that early. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think the problem is with Gammoth. Other than, you know, the stats possibly being bugged, I like to think that they're bugged. I'm rambling on too much, but anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about Gammoth's stats and what Capcom can do to improve them. I'm really hoping that Elderfrost does not have the same problem, because that would suck, but I'm really hoping that it's stronger than normal Gammoth. This is considering that Gammoth is my second favorite member of the Fated Four, Astalos being the first, obviously. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. Be kind to one another, and have a most wonderful day.